Bon, bienvenue à tous. Nous allons commencer ces deux conférences de presse. Welcome to everybody. Welcome to those following us online. We will have two press conferences. The first one will be related to the bilateral meeting that took place this morning at the CERN between the Latvian Foreign Minister Baiba Braže and the Swiss Foreign Minister Ignazio Cassis. We will have two statements, and unfortunately, I don't think we'll have time for questions since you have to leave, Mr. Minister, but I think you're open to everything. So, Monsieur le Conseiller fédéral, vous avez la parole.
Merci. In fact, I had the pleasure and the honor to have a bilateral meeting with my colleague from Latvia, Baiba Braže, this morning. We already knew each other, but it was a good occasion in order to update our information in bilateral issues, in regional and in multilateral issues. I'd like to start by saying that our bilateral relations with Latvia are excellent, and on the many dimensions of these bilateral relations. This good relationship is due in particular also to the projects we are developing together. As part of Switzerland's second contribution, we are supporting projects in Latvia in the fields of vocational training, research, environmental remediation and health to the tune of over 40 million euros. This contribution strengthens not only cohesion and stability in Europe, but also our bilateral and technical cooperation. With my colleague, we took stock of our negotiations with the European Union, which are progressing well, even we still have work to do. We have held over 120 rounds of negotiations since March in Brussels, with the 9th main meeting taking place today. In the geopolitical context, we discussed the war against Ukraine. I would like to thank Latvia for its participation in the Peace Summit on Ukraine at Bürgenstoff, together with the President of Latvia. Just to remind you that of the main figures of the engagement of Switzerland in Ukraine, Switzerland has already contributed to about €500 million euros to support those affected by the war, and we will further allocate 1.5 billion for assistance, development, recovery and reconstruction in the next 4 years, 25-28, with 5 billion euros being pledged by 2036. So you see, it is a long-term engagement in the next 12 years, and of course it depends on many things, of the situation on the battlefield, on the situation of financial situation in Switzerland, but the Swiss government has this agenda in its mind, and we will put it into action. So I will stop here and give the floor to my friend and colleague Baiba Braže. Baiba, the floor is yours. Thank you for coming to Switzerland. I really enjoyed that you visited us.
Thank you so much. And Minister Cassis, thank you for hosting me today. The visit has been in two parts. One was bilateral, and the second was multilateral to GESDA. And it's been very enriching for me as the head of Latvian Foreign Service, but also as the representative of Latvia's government. We did cover extensively the current international situations, the war of Russia in Ukraine, what we can do. We highly appreciate what Switzerland has done through its extensive diplomatic engagement, bringing leaders together here in Bürgenstock for the Peace Summit, but also at the UN as member of the UN Security Council. And that type of effort is extremely important for all of us. We did also cover further joint work, whether engaging with countries outside the Euro-Atlantic and taking views how we can do that. Latvia is a candidate for the UN Security Council election next summer, so for the term starting 26. So we will be happy to take on Swiss experience in the UN Security Council. Our relationship dates back to 1921, so it's more than 100 years old, and we have had the widest and deepest engagement across all sectors, from economy, science. Latvia is looking forward to become a full member of CERN in a couple of years. We already have 18 scientists working here, and as I explained the quantum community that we have in Latvia is working closely with the scientists in Switzerland and here in CERN. Also through technology transfers, there's the widest possible cooperation and communication among the countries and communities. So very happy to be here and look forward deepening our relationships. And we'll be happy to see you back in Latvia. You came in 21, so thank you.
Thank you, ministers. Your head of staff told me one question is possible. If there is any question, no, yes. Yeah. I had the green light. I had the green light from your head of staff.
Yes, we still have 10 minutes.
Laurentio, for the Swiss News Agency, there was a lot of concern with one of your neighbors, Lithuania, that decided to give up the convention on withdraw to the convention of cluster munitions because of the war in Ukraine. Is it a move that Latvia would consider as well as a neighbor to Russia, or not necessarily? Thank you.
I don't think information is fully correct, so it's better to ask Lithuanians for their on-record comment on that. It would be crazy for me to comment on other countries' affairs. But I don't think that it's fully in line what the decision was.
That's what they announced, but the question was rather whether you would be interested in
we are not changing
move.
our membership in any conventions or in any organizations for now.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you once again.
Thank you. We close the first press conference. May I ask the participants to the second press conference to come on the stage, please. So the second press conference will be related to the Anticipation Gateway Initiative. And I will first start with the Minister, Mr. Fiore. Welcome to the stage. And Mr. Giuliani, welcome to the stage too. I think we are quite complete. I will start with one question to the head of Swiss Foreign Affairs. I mean, the GESDA came with this very interesting initiative with the gateway. What does it mean exactly for your department?
Thank you, Nicolas Bidot, for this introduction. But in particular, thank you to all the participants to this press conference after the 3 days summit, GESDA summit. 5, 4, 3 are the magic numbers, also 5 years. We couldn't imagine 6 years ago to be here today, 6 years later, with a fully changed world, pandemics, wars, and so on. And our project is more important than ever today, exactly because of this changing world. New technologies advancing rapidly are expanding the boundaries of civilization beyond what once thought possible. In 5 years, could you imagine, cells will be reprogrammed to create therapeutic molecules or enhance carbon dioxide absorption. In 10 years, quantum computing will break advanced classical encryption and significantly accelerate biochemistry advancements. And in 25 years, it's quite unimaginable. On-demand printing or growing of biomolecules like insulin will revolutionize food, material, and energy production. These innovations must be utilized for the benefit of global population, not be concentrated in just some few hands. The acceleration of sciences will profoundly affect all aspects of our lives, including international peace and security. The escalation in the Middle East is deeply alarming. No negotiated solutions are currently in sight for the conflicts in Ukraine and in Sudan. So these 3 crises alone, you see, with their devastating consequences, significantly impact humanitarian needs alongside numerous other conflict zones worldwide. This is why investing in prevention is crucial, with science diplomacy playing a key role. The prevention which is somewhat evidence-based, and not just opinion or perception-based. The vast benefits of new technologies could spark future conflicts. Shared solutions are needed to democratize access to scientific advancement and prevent future conflicts. This is exactly what Switzerland is pursuing with GESDA. GESDA allows us to imagine and anticipate what tomorrow's world will look like, preparing for changes with concrete and inclusive solutions. That's why the GESDA summit is crucial. We must anticipate with leading scientists how technologies will evolve in the coming years. We need to engage stakeholders in debates like we just did on managing breakthroughs to maximize opportunities and minimize risks. And we must translate these insights into concrete initiatives for global governance and humanity's benefit. Ladies and gentlemen, as science advances, diplomacy must keep pace. Leaders must be ready to address new science-based challenges, preventing and managing conflicts driven by technology. In this spirit, Switzerland will propose a presidential statement during its UN Security Council presidency this month, aiming to commit the Council to monitor scientific advances and their impact on international peace and security. This is our investment in international cooperation, which is crucial for Switzerland, as our prosperity is closely tied to a rule-based world upheld by strong and effective multilateralism. Thank you for your attention, and I give the floor back to Nicolas.